Cornwall Wildlife Trust is working with farmers across West Cornwall through our Upstream Thinking programme and also through our Penwith Landscape Partnership. And recently farmers have been coming to us asking how they can work out what their carbon footprint is, how they can make a difference. And it's just really brilliant to be able to look at how farmers can be a real part of the solution.
We're taking a number of soil samples on each of the farms that take part. Carbon is very much on the agenda for farming at the moment. So in terms of how much carbon could be sequestrated in agricultural soils. So we're doing this piece of work to actually work out a carbon footprint for each of the farms that are taking part. Basically the idea is that we want to try and build the amount of organic matter in the soils. So if we do it this year and then in the coming years then redo the tests, we can then tell hopefully that carbon is actually building up in the soil as more organic matter accumulates.
We work for farmers and with farmers to empower them to understand their carbon emissions from their farm and how they can help sequester the carbon and to reduce gas emissions. A lot of our work is either advisory and running the carbon calculator for those farmers, highlighting opportunities to improve business efficiency, which is often tied into their carbon emissions.
Farm Carbon Toolkit is a free service. It was designed for farmers by farmers to help them measure their carbon footprint. So it looks at how much farmers are emitting and also how much carbon farms can sequester. So you've got those two sides of it together.
There's that much talk about farming and carbon at the moment that from a personal point of view I felt that I needed to know where we were as a business so that I could join in as an informed discussion.
Agriculture is responsible for just under 10% of our emissions, and if we're going to reach that 2050 net zero target the government have set, the agricultural sector has a real opportunity to make a difference.
I don't think that farmers are terrible for the climate. There's some things that you can do to make yourself better and more aware of the environment and the climate, but generally I think a farmer will always try and look after their ground because they need to produce from it, and if they don't look after their ground they can't produce, they don't make a living.
More than just a positive argument, but like part of the solution really, because there's the only industry out there that can sequester.
I just feel really lucky that I've got like the best job in the world. I love working with farmers locally with Cornwall Wildlife Trust, and they're always up for a challenge, and it's really brilliant that so many of them want to get involved in the Farm Carbon Toolkit.
Farmers are very much part of the solution to moving towards net zero because they're a very unique business as far as being able to store carbon and reduce emissions as well as part of the normal business activities actually releasing greenhouse gases.
We are the climate solution, no doubt whatsoever. There is no other industry that can manage climate like agriculture. The responsibility that's on agriculture going forwards is absolutely massive because not only do we manage the environment, but we also have the ability to sequester carbon, and going forwards, agriculture is going to be a huge part of the answer.